Students, we are going to see about the double fertilization. So this double fertilization process, it mainly occurs in the angiospermic plant only. This process, it was discovered by the scientist Namazi. In the plant Fritillaria and the Lilium. So see, that is how the double fertilization process takes place. So during the double fertilization process, that is here we have seen how the pollen pistil interaction takes place, and here pollen grain gets germinate on the stigma. Okay, so here when the pollen grain gets germinate on the stigma, that is here pollen tube formation takes place. Okay, and this pollen tube enters through the tissue of the stigma, then again the tissue of the style, then enter into the ovary. Okay, so this structure is the ovary, and then again into the ovule. Okay, so here is the anatropous ovule. We have seen structure of the anatropous ovule, that is here is the embryo sac whole structure, which is the 7-celled 8 nucleated embryo sac. So here is the micropylar end, here is the chalazal end. Okay, so here in the micropylar end there is the egg apparatus, here is the egg, larger middle cell, it is the egg, and there are the 2 synergid, then here is the secondary nucleus, and here are the 3 antipodal cells. Okay, so it is the structure of the embryo sac. It is covered by the nucellus. This portion is the chalaza, it is the micropyle. Okay, so here when the pollen tube enters through the stigma, then again style, it moves due to the presence of some chemical substance which are present in the style and the stigma. Then here the pollen tube, it mainly move with the 2 non-motile male gametes, and then again it enters into the ovule. So here the pollen tube, it enters into the ovule by the 3 processes. First is the porogamy. So when the pollen tube enters into the ovule through the micropyle, this process is known as the porogamy. But in some plants, this pollen tube, it mainly enters through the chalaza. Okay, so if it enters through the chalaza, it is known as the chalazogamy. If it enters through the chalaza. Or in some cases, what happens, that is it enters through this integument. Okay, so this is the outer integument, it is the inner integument. This enters through the integument, it is known as the mesogamy. So third is the mesogamy, that is it enters through the integument. So see, that is here the pollen tube with 2 non-motile male gametes, when enters through the micropyle, it is known as porogamy. If enters through this chalaza, it is known as the chalazogamy, or if enters through this integument, it is known as the mesogamy. So by these 3 methods, here the pollen tube enters into the ovule. Okay, so here majority plants, that is here the porogamy process occurs, that is here the pollen tube, it mainly enters through the micropyle. Okay, then when pollen tube enters through the micropyle, that is here this enters only and only through the micropylar end of the nucellus into the embryo sac. Okay, see, that is here this pollen tube. Okay, I have drawn here this pollen tube with non-motile male gametes. Here enters through this micropyle, then here comes near to the nucellus. Okay, and when it comes near to the nucellus, then here wall dissolve, and then here it enters up to the embryo sac. Okay, so even if the pollen tube enters through the chalaza, or even if it enters through the integument, this pollen tube, it mainly guided by the synergy. Okay, that is here, due to which the pollen tube only enters through the micropylar end of the embryo sac. So see, that is here how the pollen tube enters. That is, this pollen tube when carried here through this, carried the two non-motile male gametes, this process is known as the siphonogamy. There is one process, that is the siphonogamy. So what is meant by siphonogamy? That is when the two non-motile male gametes carried by the hollow tube, that is known as the siphonogamy. Siphon means tube. Okay, gamy, that is gametes. That is two non-motile male gametes carried through the pollen tube. This process is known as the siphonogamy. Okay, so here see, that is how the pollen tube enters into the embryo sac. Okay, so see here, it is the embryo sac. That is the middle cell is the egg cell. Here are the two synergids. Okay, then here is the secondary nucleus, and here is the antipodal cell, and it is covered by the nucleus. Okay, so here see, that is the pollen tube when enters, that is it is guided by the synergid. That is here in the synergid there are some filiform apparatus, finger like projections which are present in this cell, that is in the synergid. And here the synergid which attract or guide the pollen tube, and due to which here pollen tube comes near the synergid and it enters only one synergid. Okay, so here the wall of the synergid, that is it gets dissolved, and here the pollen tube enters into the synergid. Then what happens, that is the water substance present in the synergid, it is absorbed by the pollen tube, and the wall of the pollen tube gets dissolved, and here the material which is present in the pollen tube enters into the embryo sac. Okay, so here see, that is here the two male gametes enters into this embryo sac, and it here in the embryo sac there is the, here is the egg. So one male gamete, here there are the two male gametes, non-motile male gametes. One male gamete which fuses with this egg cell. See, that is, it is the male gamete. So this male gamete fuses with this egg cell, that is this male gamete plus the egg. Okay, so together it produces, that is the zygote. So here fusion, it produces the zygote. And the fusion of this male gamete and the egg, this process is known as the syngamy. This process is known as the syngamy. Okay. Then another male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus. Okay, so see, that is here, it is the secondary nucleus, or it is also known as the secondary nucleus is also known as polar nuclei, or it is also known as the definitive nucleus. Okay, so here the another male gamete, this male gamete fuses with this secondary nucleus. See, that is, it is the male gamete. Male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus, and together it produces the 3N, that is the secondary nucleus is the diploid, 2N. Okay, male gamete is the haploid, N. Okay, here see, that is male gamete is the haploid, this egg is the haploid, and it produces the zygote which is the diploid zygote. So like this here, the male gamete is haploid, secondary nucleus is diploid. Okay, So here there is the formation of fusion, that is it is the pain. Pain, that is the primary endospermic nucleus. So here this pain, it is the triploid. Primary endospermic nucleus is a triploid pain. Okay, and this process is known as the triple fusion. This process is known as triple fusion. Okay, so see, that is here. During this fertilization, that is one male gamete fuses with the egg and another male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus. So here the two male gametes are used. Fusion of the two male gamete takes place as two different places. That is one male gamete fuses with the egg and another male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus, and this whole process is known as double fertilization. Okay, so what is the definition of double fertilization? That is, here the fertilization is the process in which two male gametes, out of which one male gamete fuses with the egg and another male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus. This process is known as the double fertilization. Okay, so once again see what are the processes in the double fertilization. That is, the first process is the porogamy. Okay, so here the pollen tube enters through the micropyle. Okay, so there may be the chalosogamy or the mesogamy. Then here the second process is the siphonogamy. That is, here the pollen tube with two non-motile male gametes is carried by the pollen tube. This process is known as the siphonogamy. Third is the syngamy. What is mean syngamy? That is, here there is the fusion of one male gamete and the egg, okay, to produce the diploid zygote. This process is known as the syngamy. And here see, that is, here after the formation of diploid zygote, from the diploid zygote here embryo formation takes place, which is the diploid, and from this embryo here the seed formation takes place. Okay, and then here the another male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus and produce the triploid primary endospermic nucleus, which is 3N, that is the triploid primary endospermic nucleus. Okay, so this process is known as the triple fusion. Okay, so here the double fertilization, it mainly takes place, that is by the four processes. First is the porogamy, second is the siphonogamy, it is the second process, siphonogamy, then syngamy and triple fusion. So these are the main process which takes place in the process of the double fertilization. Okay, so here in the process of double fertilization, that is, here we see how the embryo formation takes place, that is from the zygote, that is one male gamete fuses with the egg to produce the diploid zygote. This process is known as syngamy. Okay, after the syngamy, when diploid zygote is produced, from this diploid zygote embryo formation takes place, while here another male gamete fuses with this secondary nucleus and produce the triploid pain. Pain means what? Primary endospermic nucleus, from which here the endosperm is produced. Endosperm is the nutritive mass present inside the seed. Okay, we have seen, that is here I have also told in last videos, that is here from the ovule seeds are produced. Okay, from the ovary fruit is produced. So after fertilization, here the changes will be seen. That is, here the from the primary endospermic nucleus, that is there is the formation of the endosperm, which is the nutritive mass which is produced around the embryo. Okay, so it is about the double fertilization. Okay, so once again see definition of double fertilization, that is the fusion of the two male gamete takes place at the two places, that is one male gamete fuses with the egg to produce the diploid zygote. Okay, and another male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus and to produce triploid primary endospermic nucleus. Okay, so it is known as the double fertilization. Then next, see what are the significance of double fertilization. So here the first significance, that is double fertilization is a unique character of the angiosperm. म्हणजे जनरली डबल फर्टिलायझेशन प्रोसेस ही फक्त आपल्याला अँजिओस्पर्मिक प्लांट्स मध्येच पाहायला मिळते, अँड ड्यू टू विच हियर इन द अँजिओस्पर्मिक प्लांट हियर इनसाइड द सीड हियर फूड इज stored. Then due to the double fertilization here diploid zygote which is produced, okay, from which here the embryo formation takes place. While another significance, that is the triploid primary endospermic nucleus is produced, and from the primary endospermic nucleus in the seed nutritive mass is produced, that is known as the endosperm. So see, that is endospermic seeds are always triploid. Okay, then here this diploid condition of the plant is maintained. So how the diploid condition of plant is maintained, that is here the male gamete is haploid, female gamete is haploid. By the fusion here diploid zygote is produced, and from this zygote embryo is produced. Okay, and from the embryo here, that is there is the formation of the plant. Okay, so embryo it mainly having the part that is the plumule, from which here shoot formation takes place, the radicle from which root formation takes place, and the cotyledon in which there is the storage of the food material. Okay, so here the all plant which is produced from the embryo, and this embryo is produced from this diploid zygote. Therefore in the plant body diploid condition is maintained due to the process of fertilization. Okay, so see, that is here it also helps, that is to avoid the polyembryony. So here only the single embryo formation takes place due to the double fertilization process. So in this polyembryony is avoided. म्हणजे जनरली polyembryony म्हणजे मेनी एम्ब्रियो तयार करण्याची काही सीड्स मध्ये प्रोसेस होते, तर ही प्रोसेस इथं अवॉइड केली जाते ड्यू टू द डबल फर्टिलायझेशन प्रोसेस. Okay, so these are some significance of the double fertilization. Once again, see what are the significance of double fertilization. That is, first it is the characteristic feature of the angiosperm. That is, it is the unique feature of the angiosperm, that is in which here the food material is stored inside the seed. Okay, then next, that is from the diploid zygote embryo is produced. Then next, that is here from the triploid primary endospermic seed here primary endospermic nucleus here endosperm is produced. Okay, and that is the nutritive mass. So here diploid condition of the plant body is maintained due to the diploid nature of the embryo, that is here the embryo which is produced from this diploid zygote. Okay, so here diploid condition of the plant body is also maintained. And one most significance, that is it avoid the polyembryony. Polyembryony म्हणजे काय, मेनी एम्ब्रियो. जसं इथं आपण बघतोय ओनली वन एम्ब्रियो इज प्रोड्यूस, दॅट इज फ्रॉम दिस डिप्लॉइड झायगोट. ओके, त्याच्या पुढे आपण एम्ब्रियो डेव्हलपमेंट बघणार आहोत. ओके, सो हियर डिप्लॉइड झायगोट फ्रॉम विच हियर एम्ब्रियो डेव्हलपमेंट टेक्स प्लेस. Okay, so it is about the double fertilization process. Okay, so here we stop about the double fertilization.